It's God's side and the other side. And we don't care nothing about the other side. Period. All of these big deviants is all catching hell in 2024. It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
Katt Williams, with insider knowledge of the entertainment world, anticipates revelations about Diddy's connections. He hints at Diddy's relationships with fellow rappers like Jay-Z, who also has a contentious past involving Rihanna. Jay-Z reminisces about Rihanna's unforgettable audition for Def Jam Records. Despite her young age and nerves, her talent was undeniable, prompting Jay-Z to sign her immediately. Concerns arise due to the unusual circumstances. A late-night meeting in Jay-Z's office, Rihanna's underage status, and the absence of her parents during contract signing. These factors spark speculation about the appropriateness and legality of the situation, raising questions about industry protocol and the potential exploitation of young artists. Rihanna's swift rise to fame adds complexity to the narrative, highlighting broader issues within the music industry regarding the treatment of aspiring talents.
I ran into you somewhere, and Rihanna had really never even been heard of at this point. And you walked up to me and said, "That's my artist." And I was struck by that. I'd never forget those words. "That's my artist." And you were proud, man. And you were like, "Wow, this is a discovery of mine." And then she exploded, and then she lit up. How hands-on are you in terms of managing her career?
Well, we actually manage her now. We didn't manage her in the beginning. I signed her as an artist on Def Jam.
How'd you know? Where do you meet? Where do you find a girl like that?
She actually walked into my office. She has a lawyer, Scott Felcher, and he knew Jay Brown, who works with me, and they made the introduction. He played him the song, Upon the Replay, which was her first single she had already. And she walked into the office, and I heard the record, and I was really afraid of the record. It was so big that I thought the record would be bigger than her.
Right.
I thought the record, she would be the Upon the Replay girl.
Forever.
Yeah, but I took the meeting anyway. I said, let me just meet her. And
beautiful
when
girl.
I met her that day, I knew she was a star. Like, just her look, the way she walked into a room, and her confidence, and she performed in my office.
And she was, what, 17 years old at that point?
She was 16.
16, and she has the confidence of it. She's like an old soul in a sense, right?
Absolutely.
So she walks in your office, and what, she just belts out a tune?
Belts out a tune, she performs, and I tell her, there's no way out of this office. I signed her that day.
Wow. When she's your artist, she must be generating a fortune, right?
Yeah, well.
I mean, if you retired tomorrow, you could just run her career and make a ton of dough. Am I correct?
No.
I'm wrong?
No, I have expensive taste.
Oh, you do?
Jaguar Wright accuses Jay-Z of trafficking Rihanna within his circles, citing the unusual circumstances as evidence. Wright, vocal about industry exploitation, sees this incident as emblematic of how powerful figures can manipulate and control young artists in the music industry.
Let's talk about Rihanna, the diva Rihanna. She's from Barbados?
Yeah, she's
Okay.
Bayesian.
Okay, she's Bayesian. How did you come in contact with her? I mean, did you fly over there?
No, Jay Brown had actually bought me the song. She had a song right now, and it's I wouldn't say massive because of her roots, but she has this outrageous song called Upon the Replay. And he played that song for me, and I was scared. I was like, that song is too big for her. You know what I'm saying? Like, a new artist, when the song is that big, it's it's hard to come back from. And I don't sign songs, I sign artists.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Why don't you
But
break
he
down
just-
the difference between that? Because, the viewing public might not understand that.
Some people chase the hot song for a minute, and then they sign it, based on the song. I want to sign it based on an artist, based on, or based on the swagger, based on the level of talent, based on the writing, So I was a little reluctant when I first heard the song, and then, he kept going, Jay Brown, he kept being persistent. I was like, bring her by. And when she walked into our office, I was like, she just had, it was just something about her. It was just, she had this, it was just something about it. Then she performed the song, and I was like, okay. Then, we sat down and we talked. And they were talking about how she would stay in the studio and try to get the verse over, then come back the next day. I was like, oh, work ethic, everything is there. So we signed it that night. We didn't let her leave the office.
Really?
The 3 a.m. was when that contract got signed. So from the meeting around 3, 4 in the afternoon, we signed it by 3 a.m.
Wow.
That day, I was absolutely certain.
How often does that happen? I mean,
That's not often.
That's unheard of, right?
That's not, yeah. I mean, to get lawyers to draft up contracts and then the other side to agree to contracts in 10 hours that's retarded.
Now, what would her market be? I mean, you know, I know Sean Paul, you know, started the resurgence,
right?
Of, you know, of reggae or dancehall music on a global level.
See, the thing is, it'll appeal to everyone because she's not really like just a specific dancehall artist. You know, her roots and her culture comes through when she's singing, but she's really like an R&B artist. With an outstanding voice. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want to get her caught up in that trick bag, but at the same time, I don't want her to ignore her roots. So she's not like chatting or anything. Like she sings. It's just that her roots come through and her culture come through in her music.
Okay. Did she actually do an audition for you? Like she dance and sing?
Yeah.
How did that go? What did she do?
She was just starting her moves out. She didn't have all her moves together, but the way she moved, like it was natural. It wasn't counting. It wasn't like 1, 2, 3, 4. It wasn't systematic. Like if you look at some videos, you could look and you'll see people counting while they're dancing. You know, 1, 2, 3. It wasn't none of that. It was all natural. So I was like, okay, even if she don't know the routine, she can be taught the routine because she has it now.
Reggie Wright asserts Jay-Z's conduct rivals, if not exceeds, Diddy's. He suggests Jay-Z's undisclosed actions unveil a sinister aspect of the industry seldom seen. Wright's remarks add to mounting allegations challenging the ethics of prominent music executives.
Jay-Z, right?
Yeah.
We brought people on and we asked the question, like, you think Jay-Z is next with this whole Diddy thing? Because you look at the Rock Nation brunches.
Absolutely, and I'm doing
right
everything in my power
to
make sure he's next. If you trafficked Rihanna, and if Kathy White's true findings of how she passed away don't become available soon, I think it's going to be hard for you to not speak anymore, Sean. Or maybe we should just start talking about Dream Hampton. And Me Too. See, I know how to apply pressure. And Dream, that's a weakness for you. She's very easy to topple over. Because all that money that you gave one of your ex-girlfriends named Dream Hampton to produce Surviving R. Kelly, as you silently funded the Me Too movement, who have had nothing to say about the diddler. Wonder why? There's a lot of obvious connections between Jay-Z, Diddy, and R. Kelly. So how, if the Me Too movement was thorough in their investigation, did they not find any connect? For the diddler or for Nasquiat? I mean, we got the freak off tape now. They all up in there. How y'all missed that? You're all so smart. Some of you have doctorates. Maybe you just need a fucking doctor. Because how the fuck did Me Too miss that? Thousands of hours. Y'all focused on R. Kelly. Only. You actually brought people who helped him get away with the crimes that you were complaining about him committing, and you allowed them to sit on camera and pretend like they didn't know they were a part of it.
Diddy and Jay-Z share an exceptionally close bond, with Diddy noting that only he and his mother can use his real name, suggesting a deep connection where they protect each other. Given this intimacy, it's unsurprising that Jay-Z hasn't publicly addressed controversies surrounding Diddy. This echoes his past behavior during the Chris Brown and Rihanna incident, where he staunchly defended his close associates despite evidence against them.